A federal judge is putting a temporary stop to some of the most important parts of President Donald Trump's executive order banning citizens from 7 Muslim-majority countries from entering the U.S.
This after a federal judge in New York grants an emergency stay, halting deportations of people with valid visas who were caught in the confusion of the president's immigration order.
We'll get into some of those details in a moment. But first, the president's ban sparking fierce and divided reaction, including protests and demonstrations at airports across the country.
That was the scene there. Look at that thing. That was just a few hours ago at SeaTac Airport in Seattle. Hundreds of people were there chanting, "Let them in." One of just several protests that we're watching. Take a look at what was going on late yesterday and overnight for some of us. Today, even more are planned at airports in major cities across the U.S. As you see there, Washington, D.C., New York, Chicago, Atlanta, Orlando.
Our team of reporters and legal experts are covering this breaking news from every angle. We're going to start with CNN's Ryan Nobles. He's in Washington. Ryan, walk us through these rulings from districts across the country.
Yeah, Victor, federal judges in New York, Washington State, Virginia, and Massachusetts have all weighed in on the executive order issued by the Trump administration, and they all agree that travelers and refugees from those 7 Muslim-majority countries impacted by the ban cannot be deported. And in the most sweeping ruling, a judge in Boston said travelers to Logan Airport can also not be detained. Now, the Department of Homeland Security is reacting to those rulings, promising the agency will comply with the courts, but also enforce the president's policy. In a statement, the agency said that it will, quote, comply with the judicial orders, faithfully enforce our immigration laws, and implement the president's executive orders to ensure that those entering the United States do not pose a threat to our country or the American people.